What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Man, you know what? I gotta really give a shout out to black men today, especially black men in the entertainment industry. And let me just say, number one, it's hard because once you're a black entertainer and you get with a black woman, it's really looked at favorably. And as a pro-black, look, I appreciate that. I love to see the brothers with our sisters, especially the sisters from our community. But man, it seems like if you break up for whatever the reason, even if it appears to be amicable, man, do they start to come after your ass. I'm talking about, man, these sisters start. Look at what happened with Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Man, there was so many ladies so glad that Lori Harvey let his ass go. I mean, it was crazy, the things I was seeing about that. It was crazy. You know, they was basically saying anything. And, you had ladies, she posted the dump him license plate, and then you had the mom sending cryptic messages. And what he had to do after all of that, he had to be quiet. He couldn't say anything. And that is what I have noticed. When it comes to black men, whenever black men are in some sort of relationship and it's high profile and something happened, the ladies continue to make shots all the time. Even if the guy didn't want the relationship to end, the guy was like, look, I still want to be with you. I love you. I want to work it out. No, let's just keep putting salt in the goddamn wound, right? So let me just say this. I appreciate the brothers for having the resilience to deal with some of this buffoonery going on with some of these sisters. But now I want to talk about Tia Mowry. Tia Mowry is the one that filed for divorce from Cory Hardrict. Okay? The brother begged for her, said he still loves his wife. All right? She went and was liking comments that was dissing him. And it was just crazy, And the brother, he took it on the chin. Think about it. You've been with a woman for 15 years. You love your kids, and you've been in that sort of relationship. You had to prove yourself in a relationship because you started off doing worse than she was, but you still want to be married. You didn't leave her. It ain't like Jesse, what's this guy named? Jesse Williams. Once he divorced that lady, left her, it wasn't like he just bounced after a few years. No, it wasn't like when he was with Aaron Drake Lee. Look, he stayed. She left him. But the brother took it on the chin, man. Like he took it on the chin. He's like, look, she don't want me no more. Ain't nothing I can do about it if she don't want you, she don't want you. What can you do about it if she don't want you? I'm gonna say it again. What can you do about it if she don't want your ass? All right? So he let it go. Now I want to say this the same thing with Devon Franklin. He let it go. Now, to be fair, Megan Good wasn't really coming after him, but her fan base was. Her fan base was calling the brother gay. He was trying to heal and all of this. He's still being a class act. Like, look, I'm glad she's with not Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors. He just so glad that she out of his life. But nonetheless, Tia Mowry is taking shots. She's on here making these Instagram thirst trap videos. Still trying. It doesn't work, by the way. Nobody wants her like that. Nobody wants her like that. She's still trying to thirst trap. She on her Instagram or Twitter talking about, I know love will find me again. And ain't nobody signing up for that, boo. But then to make things worse, she keeps talking about the divorce. Okay? Now, here's what she said recently. Okay? She did an interview with HelloBeautiful. All right? And in this interview, she said that it was ultimately in the best interest of her kids. Tia Mowry says chasing her truth by filing for divorce from Cory Hardrict last year was the best gift she can give her children. Let's read it verbatim what she said. As a part of my decision was also for them. For them seeing their mother walk in truth, I feel like it's a great lesson for them because it was not an easy decision. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. People in America are so backwards, chasing your individual truth and leaving a man who it feels like he still wanted to be married and you didn't. You took all these shots at him. It helps your kids. This is exactly why guys in America don't want to get married, because of this sort of thinking. I can see if the man was somewhat abusive, but it seemed like, in his opinion, it was something that could have been worked out. But a lot of times you see women are filing for divorces, right? So then, okay, you don't want me. It can't be worked out. Let me go do what I got to do. Now you got to throw it more in his face. You got the house. You're not paying no alimony because you make more money. What else do you want? What else do you want? The man has been a complete gentleman. Stop reminding that man that the marriage failed and he couldn't do nothing to save it. This is something that a lot of women don't understand. I was talking to my dad one day. It's a true story. And for those of you black men out there, or men in general, if you have kids by a woman and it didn't work out, it stays on a man's mind. Because a real man is never going to be okay with the fact that he did something to lose his family. He's always going to bother him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I messed up my family, or I couldn't do anything to save it. I couldn't problem solve for it. So then the next time I get this opportunity, I ain't gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna mess it up. If God give me the opportunity again, I'm not gonna mess it up. Okay? So what you will find is that the next time around, you will see black men staying in relationships that they don't even like, but they're not gonna fail like they did the first time, or men in general. I've noticed that. Listen, this didn't work for me X, Y, and Z time. There is no way in hell I'm gonna lose this relationship. Nowhere, no way, no how, right? And if you don't get that chance, or you just say I'm never gonna get married again, but then to have the constant reminder from the ex-wife who you wanted to stay with and everything, that's what breeds this contempt. You know, like, at first it was amicable. At first it was cool. At first it was all right, but here you go taking shots. Here you go taking shots. You just got to continue to take shots. Continue taking shots. Continue taking shots. Then you wonder what that steam is. I'm going to tell you what happens with a lot of ladies, and ladies don't know. Some ladies can go too far with taking some of these shots. What you do is you will make that man become a superhuman. And I'm going to tell you what, a lot of ladies in how they've treated some of their ex-husbands, y'all have created beasts. I'm telling you, like, there is nothing more like a man who feels like he's been slighted, and he is somewhat determined because, you know, you helped make a fool out of him. This is how those brothers become millionaires. Like, you can have guys who literally were homeless. I've seen it. Guys who were homeless, and for whatever reason they were homeless, right? And then the wife or ex-wife, they were a part of taking those shots. Okay. They took those shots at the brothers. So then the brothers go, okay. Instead of me trying to do something crazy to you, here's what I'm about to do. Here's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to become the best version of me that you have ever seen. And you will see guys, they will use it as motivation. I'm telling you, one of the most motivating things you can do for a man is to piss him off and pick at him. And make him feel like he ain't nothing. I'm gonna tell you why. I have a sister-in-law who I really don't like that much. I'm not gonna call my brother's name or anything like that, but it's one of my brothers. I graduated at the university system, and I was on my way to take the pharmacy college admission test because your boy was trying to be a pharmacist at first. I wasn't trying to be a medical doctor. Was my first 2 or 3 choices. So I just got out of college, and it was like a week before. I happened to be in Fresno at this time, right? And then my sister-in-law, I was going to get some food, and my sister-in-law said, "A man who don't work don't eat." She said that like right at my mom, my grandma sitting there, and my granddad, you know, he passed on now. He's sitting there looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, no woman will ever talk to me like that ever again. I just got out of school. I said, it will never happen. I said, for the rest of my life, I'm gonna, and every time I see her, I remind her how richer I am than her and how broke she is. Every time. There is not a time that I don't come back and see her and let her know, Rich, I cannot wait to see her this year. Because she's gonna be, every time I see her, my mom be like, let it go. Fuck that. Hell no. I worked all my life simply to tell her, don't you ever disrespect me. Never. And she lit a light under my fire under my ass I have never been able to put out. Never. To this day. I'm still mad about that. That was almost 16 years ago, 17 years ago almost. And I'm still pissed to this day. Don't you ever challenge my manhood like that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do, sir. The bell. I'm out.